Unpopular opinion, but ladies, you want to be submissive to your man. You may not agree with what I have to say, but hear me out before you chew me out. You see, in today's day and age, there is a negative connotation tied to the word submission because we have these bum-ass guys who expect their girls to respect them, let them lead, take authority over everything while still treating them like an object. Those are not the guys that you submit to. That's not what I'm talking about here. But if you think about it, a woman in her feminine energy will naturally want to submit to a man. Why wouldn't you want a man to do his role? Which his role is to protect, provide, lead. A woman's role is to nurture, provide comfort. And when you look at it from this perspective, a healthy submission is mutually beneficial. And people believe that submitting means the man has the final say and that your word doesn't matter, but that's just not the case. True man will value your opinion because it holds weight. I want you to think of submission to a man like the vacation that you deserve. Let him plan the date. Let him pick out the outfit that he wants you to wear. Submission is easy when there's someone to be submissive to, just like a man will love you if there is someone to be loved. I don't care what you have to say. Most women that I have come across are extremely loyal and submissive. They just need the right person to bring that out of them. It's biblical. God said it best. Man first, then the wife. Can't tell me otherwise.
It's really crazy to me how the idea of a woman submitting to a man is so controversial. Being feminine has been replaced with feminism. A woman naturally needs to submit to a man. This does not mean that women are less than a man. This means that men have specific roles and so do women. A husband's role is to protect, to lead, and to provide. A woman's role is to comfort, teach, and nurture. So healthy submission is mutually beneficial. We all have our roles in the kingdom. This generation is glorifying women being in the position of a man and attacking a man's masculinity. And that's an issue. It is a man's job to lead us. He is commanded to lead his family. Society is glorifying women being masculine and men being feminine, and that's not how God created it. Society has brainwashed this generation to believe that submission means we have no say or no voice. That's not what it is. Submission is respecting and trusting your partner's ability to lead you and your family. Why would you marry someone if you do not trust them to lead you? This world is glorifying singlehood and women not needing a man and men not needing a woman, and that is just...
I don't have any problem with listening to my man and being submissive. He allows space for me to express myself, and he's a great listener. Mm-hmm. And so because I know that he's listening and he is considering me, I allow him to lead in a lot of situations because I already know he knows me well enough to consider me. And so when a person listens to you, that gives you some safety when it's time for them to make decisions concerning you. And so
he's making decisions based off of what he knows about you.
That's all I'm saying.
A submissive woman controls a man unknowingly. Because see, submission is actually very, very valuable, especially when you're submitting to the right man. Submission does not make you weak. It's actually very powerful and influential. Submission is not about obedience. Submission is about trust and cooperation and allowing that man to be the man that he needs to be for you. Being submissive will actually drive him more to be that man that he needs to be for you. You'll get more out of a man acting more like a woman. And that's where the balance is.
The hardest thing for a woman to do, especially a qualified woman to do, is submit to a man that hasn't earned it. Because here you are pretending to be weak in order for this man to be strong. Pretending to not be knowledgeable so that this man feels more qualified. Find you somebody that's already put together. If you keep thinking that you can yoke yourself with unqualified men and these men are going to make it feel safe enough to be submissive, you're going to have a hard time not being combative. Because it's is leading you left when you're supposed to be going right, and you know it. It is so much easier to be submissive in relationships to people that are qualified to handle a said task that you give them. Somebody that's not driven by ego or pride, but somebody that's driven by the embetterment of the relationship. Someone that thinks about your needs and your wants and not necessarily their selfish desires. I'm saying, I have no issue with a man wanting a submissive woman. I have no issue with a woman wanting to be submissive. I have an issue where it's blind submission, where it's submission that's given and not earned, where a man feels like just because he deserves submission, and a woman feels like just because she got a man, he's worthy of being submissive too.
And husband, your husband tells you that he don't like your outfit, he wants you to change what you gonna.
Babe, you said you want me to wear this one instead? Babe, because I'm listening to my man. My man. I Honestly though, like, this generation of women is so prideful. Being submitted to your husband is not everything that he tell you gotta listen to. Even though I might do that. But it's letting him take the role of the man in the family and leading you and guiding your family, your entire family, you and your children, to the way that God wants you to go. Shoot, I couldn't have been in this conversation, baby. I rubs my man feet over here, okay? My husband tell me to change, and he is. That's my husband. Like, baby, you get whatever you want. I done prayed for you, fasted for you, and God finally gave you to me, and you think I'm finna mistreat you? Look at my face. Let me tell you something, ladies. Don't let your pride ruin something good for you, okay? Because I used to be that type of woman too. I used to be like, I ain't listening to someone no man thing. What you talking about? But shoot, if I really think about it, like, what's wrong with it? He's my husband. What's the problem? You know? Maybe that's just me though. I don't care.
I was in that situation where I became the breadwinner in my situation. But also too, like when I was in law school, my husband had our kids. Like, you know what I'm saying? When I was in the library studying 16 hours a day with a newborn baby at home, he had them babies. It's what the woman see as value, right? That was more valuable to me than him bringing in money, paying all the bills and anything. Sure. Women have to also understand, like, just because that man is doing something different than what, you know, you would expect, that's still value that's brought into your household. Because, you know, we say as women, we can have it all, right? Yeah. But really, truthfully, we can't have it all without a support team. That's a fact. So when I did whatever I did, I came home, he's still a man of the house. You know, I'm going to ask him, like, we're going to make decisions together. I'm never going to negate that, you know? But at the end of the day, it's about the individual, right? For me, I was intentional about not disrespecting that. It's a team effort. And a lot of times we go into our relationships thinking it's me against you, when it's us against the world. So while you in war at your mind, like, damn, my girl paying the bills, she doing this, she doing that. But you're creating an opportunity for me to do, we can do this together.
I will give you the most amazing man. He will tap into all your needs. He will make sure you are protected, never cheat on you. All you need to do is be submissive to him. 90% of women will sign up right away.
What does submissive mean?
Submissive meaning in allowing him to lead in the relationship. Well, let me say this. Because I think when people hear submission, they do think of dictatorship. Right. They think of doing as he says. They're thinking of this his power struggle. Highway, yes. Submission, in my eyes, when it comes to relationship, is one, allowing that man to love you. What I mean by that is this. When a man is truly in love with a woman, he wants to do for her. He wants to provide for her. He wants to make sure she's good. If you don't submit to that, you're going to be in this energy that's, I got it, I can take care of it. It's not letting him love you. And in not letting him love you, you're carrying this unnecessary burden that's wearing you down.
I'm submissive to my husband because he got everything. You know, he pays for everything. I don't have to worry about nothing. So I can submit comfortably. And it's real. It's not fake. It's not an act. Because I trust that when I wake up, the lights are going to be on. The mortgage is going to be paid. The cars are going to be in the driveway. The kids are going to have food. I trust that. So I can breathe. I can exhale. You know the movie Exhale? Waiting to exhale? That's what that's all about. We can't submit. Because you won't commit and be financially stable. That's just it. Sorry. That's why a lot of women date older men, because they're already able to, you know, submit to them naturally, as well as they're naturally already financially stable. So, you know, you're gonna have to go for a younger woman if you want submission, and you have to be able to impress her. You know, you're gonna have to be able to, like, take her out. If she's used to McDonald's, yeah, Applebee's is an upgrade. Okay.
I do not correct my husband. I believe that it is my responsibility to have the confidence to give him my perspective. Then we can talk about it and he can self-correct. I love him so much and I desire to honor and respect him. And I'm married to him, so I would assume that he wants me to feel the same exact way, to take my perspective into high consideration with his actions. But I married a grown man. I'm not going to be disrespectful and talk to him like a child.
This is what submitting should look like. It's not me bowing down. It's not me bending over backwards. It's trusting that the man I chose is going to make the right decision. And even when he makes the wrong decision, I trust that he's going to see what he did wrong and correct it going forward.
So many and a million words to say to tell you how much I love you. But one thing I want to tell you and promise you, Miles, is I'll forever submit to you. I'll forever submit to you. I'll forever submit to you, Miles. I'll forever respect you, Miles. I'll forever honor you, Miles, as the head of our home and no other. There is no other, there is no one, no plans of hell will ever prosper in our marriage and will ever hold me not to be a wife that is a Proverbs 31 woman. I will become that woman that builds the home as I follow you, as you follow Christ. That is the only thing that we will do in our household. And I promise and I vow that in heaven they hear. On earth I declare and decree, I shall be a submissive wife unto you as we continue to do this work of God. Because to us, you know, this is beyond just love. This is about God. This is about kingdom. This is about our duty, reflecting to the world what true marriage, what God really intends for marriage to be. I honor you, Miles. And I love you with my all.
Yeah, that last one's kind of OD, right? It ain't that serious, bro. I just had to put that one in to drive the point. You feel me? This whole conversation of, you know, women submitting, bro, it ain't even that deep. It's not even nuanced, bro. Like, regardless of how society is, bro, feminist movement, modern women, the world being fucked, society being fucked, up is down, left is right, boys are girls, men are women, women are men, men is feminine, women is masculine. Despite all that, bro, the equalizer in this shit is you doing what a man's supposed to do. You being how a man's supposed to be. You being deserving of a submissive woman. That's what it comes down to, bro. Are you deserving of a woman submitting to you, bro? Like, a bitch would be stupid. See, I feel bad even saying a bitch. A woman would be stupid. A woman would be out of her goddamn mind to just trust any man to goddamn submit to. It don't work that way. You got to be deserving of it, bro. You got to have prerequisites, bro. You got to be a fucking man, dog. It makes me think of the whole fresh and fit conversation. Not to shit on them, bro, but it's just, they speak about conditional submission. You goddamn right. You know what I mean? They gonna submit in the condition that you're capable of them submitting to. You feel me? You can't walk into every relationship just submitting to a fucking man, bro. And a lot of times, especially now in 2024, these women don't even know how to submit. They haven't even been placed in a position where they felt safe to submit. All they hear is the rhetoric about how negative submission is, bro. When a woman comes across the right one, they want to do that. They want to treat their man like a king because they ain't been around it. Like, oh, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker make me feel safe. This motherfucker make me feel secure. This motherfucker make me feel like a woman. This motherfucker takes the pressure of life off of me. They gon', bro, the draw's gonna fall and the submission gonna be there. That's why this conversation is stupid, bro. That's why this conversation is stupid. At the end of the day, it comes down to the man. And right now, men are in a position to be that much greater of a man because of how much women are succeeding today. Home ownership, education, jobs, just the feminist movement, right? Women are becoming powerful to the motherfucker, right? There's definitely drawbacks to it, bro. But instead of a man cowering to it and feel like they just can't do nothing about it, that should put that much more pressure on you to be the best version of yourself. So you can not only be the man you're supposed to be and hold your shit down, because at the end of the day, you shouldn't be doing anything out here to but who a woman, bro. It should be all for you. But by default, if you out here winning, achieving, earning, that's going to require you to level up where these women will be okay with letting you lead, bro. But like, a woman would be out of her fucking mind to just let these little Gen Z ass bitch boys lead. Get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean, man? You know what I'm saying? And I don't want shit to get misconstrued either, right? Like, women got a lot to motherfucking do too. You know what I'm saying? To help themselves in this situation. But at the end of the day, the one variable that shifts everything, regardless of if a woman is self-aware or not, is the fucking man. That man is the equalizer. I don't give a fuck how masculine, tough, traumatized, independent a fucking woman is, bro. If she comes across a man that makes her manly ass feel like a woman, that is the equalizer, dog. I mean, a man's not gonna sign up for that. That's what I'm saying. Like, women have to do the work themselves, but a man is the equalizer. All this shit comes down to the man at the end of the day. I keep saying that. It's like a broken record. I keep saying that. You know what I mean? Everything comes back to the man. The man is the source to all this shit. The point to all this shit. The difference to all this shit. So if you want a woman to be submissive, you need to be one deserving of submission. If you ever see a man out here with a woman that ain't submissive, that says a lot more about that man than it says about that woman. Because that man allows that woman to be out here moving how she moving, bro. Everything always come back down to the man, dog. So like I say, it ain't even that deep, bro. Should a woman submit to you?